Oh, I forgot to put on my makeup. Oh shit.
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
we have new video backgrounds. Interesting. Not that I'm using it.
Okay. Let me change this real quick. Our story continues as our band of adventurers eventually arrive in the city of New Crest Hill. You were able to defeat Hassan, Isaac, and Morju the previous session, and you're able to gather all of the equipment from there, including the chest that was onto your horses, all the way back to New Crest Hill. You still have a lot of questions in line, but thinking that you have successfully completed at least one source of these crates being transferred to and fro from New Crest Hill, you planned on traveling back to to the merchant to report your success and to be able to gather the reward that was promised you, gold and a title to a piece of land. However, as you were traveling throughout the night, with Tucker leading the way, a couple of hours past midnight, you arrive into the city gates, with which you are welcomed in, only to have the main gate shut behind you, and a couple of guards surround your entrance as soon as you arrive. A man named Sprat, which you now come to know is the priest, is charging you with treason for having assisted the merchant, which, from what you can gather, has been has been told to have put the people of New Crest Hill in danger. All of you disperse. Brackmar disperses off into a puff of smoke as he reapparates outside the gate and starts running away from these guards. Frigis turned into a bird so far and flew above the night sky inwards into the city. The guards don't shoot, fearing any collateral damage as soon as the arrows dip back down towards any of the civilians. Tucker transforms into a spider, but unfortunately gets struck by one of the crossbowmen leaning across the tower just by a lucky shot. And the guards who were supposed to capture Enderal and Lisbeth were bamboozled essentially as Enderal turns herself and Frigis invisible and spanks the horses. Lisbeth and Enderal invisible and spanks the horses to break through to the crowd with a chest on the horses, mind you, uh, and uses that commotion to disperse off into the night. You've all been left to your own devices, and you are still a little bit discombobulated since then. Some of you have hid, some of you have gone through these adventures or quests to find answers, and you are all now separated from one another. We'll begin tonight's session starting with Frigis.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Frigis, you have now been sitting here for a couple of hours. You know that the time now is the beginning of the day. You look around you, none of your friends are with you, and you have just barely escaped death from what seemed to be an encounter with these ghastly creatures. You are ankle high in sewage, sitting just underneath the ladder leading up to the silver spoon. And you contemplate to yourself a little bit over what you are going to do next. A couple of hours has passed, and you can tell from the sound above you that the city has slowly sprung into life. What do you do?
Damn. Well, I still have hopes that someone can find my note. So I will sit here and continue contemplating my life.
Okay. By the way, completely wrong soundtrack. Sorry about that. You stay underneath the staircase, or at least the ladders, waiting for any news of your compatriots, but so far none have come. You are now looking around until eventually you hear the sound from whence you came, the area from whence you ran. You hear the sound of even more so. I'd like you to roll a stealth check really quickly for me.
23.
Okay.
Okay.
With a 23, you're able to just stick towards one corner of the room, and you can see these three cloaked figures, similar to the ones that were hunting you down, travel backwards into the area where you found them. They're no longer running, and they're no longer growling, but they do look like, from where you're standing, as if they're trying to sniff down your scent. They arrive at the crossroads between turning left towards where you are or traveling forward towards where the bridge is. And they stop for a second, going, sniffing the air. They look towards your direction for 2 seconds, and then they carry on. They don't know of your presence.
Okay, then. I want to climb up the ladder and knock on the trapdoor to get the Goliath's attention.
Okay. You knock above you. Nothing is reacting to the sound that you're making so far. And you have no vision of the room above you.
Can I hear what are there activities upstairs or dead silent?
Currently dead silent. There might be from the city outside, but not in the room above you, at least. Prior to you opening the trapdoor to see what's going on.
Can I open the trapdoor by myself or
Yes.
does it have
Nothing's blocking the pathway. You open it up.
gently open it up?
It looks like Arman is not here, and there's no other patrons currently in the Silver Spoon.
Crawl out.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I want to go to the second floor. Not a problem, right?
Not so far.
The, uh, there must be a room that we booked before.
You still have access to the room. You've paid for, I think, a week in advance, and it hasn't really been that much time since. So you still have your room accessible to you.
Open my room,
Mm-hmm.
close the door, locked it,
Mm-hmm.
uh, locked it, and then I start to cast alarm as a ritual.
Mm-hmm. You easily do that.
Alarm.
It's been
Mhm.
half an hour since you've gone up from the sewers.
Okay. I go to the bathroom,
Mhm,
lock, I close it, I locked it, take a
mhm.
shower.
All right. Make a perception check for me as soon as you, or prior to you entering the bathroom.
Perception check. That's a 15.
Oh, actually, that's not so bad. You look outside, and you can tell that the Golden Goblet has one guard maintaining its post by the entrance. You have no vision of where Amelia is, your first lady, the servant that's been helping you this whole time. And there's nothing else to take note of. And just as you're about to give up and go towards the bathroom, you notice something strange into the sky. Some of the clouds have formed together to form a sentence of some kind. And what you make it out to be is this. I'll just send it.
I need to wear. Okay. They What does this mean?
Such a cryptic message in the sky.
What does this mean? I guess they are fine. To the bathroom and I trance for 4 hours.
All right then. Enderal, you're in this very cramped spot currently with Elizabeth, and underneath you, the floor is still a little bit splodgy. You're able to rest halfway through, having taken a respite about not halfway through, a third of the way through. You've taken a respite about 4.5 hours, 4.5 hours past midnight, and right now it would be about 7 hours, 7 a.m., 7 a.m. ish. So you can continue to rest until you're fully recovered, or do you do something else?
How many more hours do we need?
5 ish.
5 more hours.
4.5, really.
Well, just to recap, we don't hear any more weird sounds that we heard earlier, right?
No, that was about 2 hours ago. It only lasted for like 10 seconds
Okay,
each.
all right. Um,
What do you think, Lisbeth?
Technically we're awoken because of the sunlight, I suppose? Or how are we awakened?
Well, long rest doesn't necessarily mean you have to sleep, as long as you're not
Oh, okay.
really doing anything for 8 hours. Oh wait, no, sorry, that's short rest. You do fall asleep for a couple of hours now. It's like when you have adrenaline, like a competition the day ahead of you. You're half asleep, half not really.
Okay.
Like you're sort of aware in your sleep, so you
We're
can still wake up if you'd like to.
we are in the basement. There is
Mhm.
no light source. I think I'm
Not
gonna assume that we probably hear people outside upstairs or something. That's how we can tell that it is morning-ish.
not a lot, but yes, there are some people. You hear the sound of wood scraping against the floor with an occasional tig, 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 almost like a
Where?
wagon with an imbalanced wheel
From where?
from the from the alleyway that's very tight.
Okay, okay. I want to look at it, look outside the window very carefully to see what's up.
You could see just a cloaked woman, probably about 45, on herself, really skinny looking with a bunch of rags covered across her body. She has this small push cart, and she's gathering just junk off onto the floor into her cart. She passes by like an abandoned tent ish made out of paper and leather, and she just grabs what she can, puts it onto her cart, and then carries on.
Okay. So I think I'm going to I think we'd probably have taken watch, right? Kinda.
Your call.
I would say that um I would really like to still stay and rest. It's like, do we have to move, Enderal?
We can wait a little bit
I
longer.
can't hear
I
you.
don't
You're
really.
really either very soft or.
Sorry. We can wait a little bit longer. I don't really want to go outside in the light. I mean, I can disguise myself very well, but I don't know about you.
I, well, I can be disguised, I suppose. Maybe there's clothes upstairs that we can grab to cover my
There's
armor or whatever.
only one floor and one basement here.
Yeah, so upstairs is the ground floor where the dead people are.
Oh no, we dumped the dead people in the basement and took a
Oh,
rest.
wait, we are upstairs. My bad. I thought we were in the basement.
I don't want to rest with dead people.
Nero would not sleep in a room with a bunch of dead bodies, that's for sure.
Uh, okay. But yeah, um, yeah, I don't want to steal from the dead, but given what we heard earlier,
You think we should go down into the sewers and have a look?
no, no,
No.
no, not without Bragmar, not without fridges. I
Yeah, I
don't,
agree.
I don't think we can handle whatever is down there, though I really want to. I hope that lady is okay.
Hope so too. But it's not our problem. Whoever it was down there, she has to fend for herself. We have our own problems now.
And Earl, it sounds like another Maria, and if it's another Maria, it's probably the priest again.
Yeah, I know. We have to deal with the priest in another manner, I think. Oh, by the way, that reminds me. I'm gonna ritually cast Skywrite again, and I'm gonna write. Oh, hey, look, a small human. I'm gonna write in the sky. The priest is a traitor. Period. Don't believe his words. Period.
Oh my god.
Rally! Exclamation mark.
Repeat that.
Oh.
What did you write again? Sorry.
The priest is a traitor. Don't believe his words. Rally.
For our
And
women!
it'll stay in the sky for an hour, unless it blows away.
There's no wind currently. The sun is hot from above. Uh, there is some wind, but it's a relatively dry day today.
Okay, I'm gonna concentrate on that for another hour, and we'll continue resting until we have a long rest.
Okay. An hour passes, or at least half an hour passes by, and Fridges is still in the bathtub. You finish taking your shower. Well, bath. It's a bathtub, so you can't shower. But anyway, you finish bathing.
Mhm.
You're still there, 30 minutes in. You could choose to stay or to stand up or do whatever you would like.
Must find others. Dress up. Nothing provokes my alarm.
Nothing.
Take it down. Take a peek outside. Do I see the Goliath?
No Goliath outside. Although you do notice the writing has changed in the sky. It says instead, the priest is a liar, rally.
Well, at least she's still alive. I wonder. I Can I jump down from the second floor to the first floor? Is it or
Like a balcony onto the main street.
yeah?
You can, but there are quite a few people outside, so it would be difficult to do without rousing attention.
Can I walk downstairs to the first floor?
You easily do that. No patrons are nearby. The trapdoor is still slightly ajar from when you left it.
Close it for the moment. I want to look around. Are there maps of the sewers by any chance?
Not here.
Mm.
You you've gone through this area before, at least in the immediate area where you're at the counter and the tables just in front of it as a reception area for people who want to stay at the inn. There's there's not much in the way of paperwork. There is a small leather bound booklet in front by the counter, but quickly thumbing through it, it just looks like it's an accounting form for expenses that Arman goes through on a day-to-day basis.
Right then. All right then. All right. All right. All right. Ah. What to do? What is the right move? What will she do? What would Endeavor do? Um, where would she be? Where would she be? And I start to sip sit down behind the counter and start thinking, what would Enderil do?
If only we had
What
like a
would
sending spell or something. That would be very useful.
Yeah.
One time you guys don't have it.
What would she do? What would Lisbeth do? Um. uh,
An hour
okay.
passes as you think
Mhm.
and sit through and try to come up with a plan. The
Mhm.
writing in the sky begins to fade, and Enderil and Lisbeth, you now feel a lot more rested. So go ahead and click long rest for you guys.
So, Lisbeth, I think I can do some high-level magic again now. I feel
Oh,
the energy inside me. You want to turn invisible and go out and look for the others?
where exactly do you plan to look for them? Is there...
Uh,
We've been together for most of the parts, but do you know where fridges might hide in?
Hmm, where would
What kind
fridges
of
be?
places? A library? Is that too obvious?
Maybe the university? No, I don't think so. I think we should check on the Golden Goblet again.
Um, do you want do you want to try and are you using magic to disguise yourself?
Yes. My disguise kit is in the Golden Goblet, so I can't do that.
Mm, I sigh a bit. I'm gonna say, well, I'm going to try and go pilfer some clothes from the dead. I'm so sorry. I'm going to do a lot of praise for them. But yeah, I want to go down and
Uh huh.
see if I can get a scarf or whatever to kind of like, tie and hide my hair and just look different a bit.
Okay. So how they're dressed is not similar to the ones that you've met before in the Grim Company.
Okay.
Most of them aren't particularly in a uniform. They usually just wear inconspicuous dark armor that they would be able to go through in public. Only Hassan, Morju, and Isaac had something similar where they had these. Uh, it's not studded leather. It's almost like a breastplate made out. It's a leather suit of armor, except it's been riveted multiple times to join it together, and they're not wearing these. They seem to be commoners. There is one guy here who does not have a scarf. It's almost like a, I don't know what it is in a chaleco, like a vest
Okay.
without sleeves and buttons. So like just something like a tunic that you put on without any
Yeah.
sleeves.
All right. Well, I can rip something out and to make like into a squarish kind of fabric. Just wrap
Sure,
around my head, like
you can
tied up.
easily do that
Yeah.
using your bare hands.
Yeah.
It looks crude. It's not fashionable, but it will hide most of your features.
Oh, oh, Lisbeth, I'm gonna prestidigitate some of the clothes to get away some of the smell from it. Just
Thank you.
okay, that's a little better. Okay, so let's go to the Golden Goblet and just pretend to be patrons. I mean, you don't look the part, so maybe we should go to the Silver Spoon. Maybe we could look across the street there from.
Yeah.
Uh, uh,
Let's
yeah.
do that.
All right. Hold on. I'm gonna cast Disguise Self on me. Appearing like a male, like not like a peasant kind of thing, but white collar, no, blue collar kind of laborer kind of type. Um, Simple clothing, but not poor clothing, if you know what I mean.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Loop your hand into mine. We'll pretend to be a couple.
I do so.
Okay.
And then we walk into the street.
Going out of the streets, you're still in the Ratways area, so there's not much that really garners your attention here. You're able to go out and make your way towards the Golden Goblet in less than 15 minutes, having already been familiarized with the way. People avoid you, although none of them particularly looked at you with any disdain, more or less than you normally would receive from the people inside the Ratways. You do notice that there are some more guards on patrol than usual. As soon as you exit the Ratways onto the beginning of the west end, there's a split between that area and the market district above you. And that gate that separates these two areas have a group of about 4 guards on each side. So there's the occasional singular guard walking around the streets, and there's one that passes by in front of you on your way to Golden Goblet. Both of you roll for stealth check to make sure you're inconspicuous.
18.
18 works. 18 and a 14. The guard is none the wiser, takes a look at the both of you, looks you up and down, and just carries on his way. Uh, he definitely looks like one of the guards from within the citadel that you are used to greeting as you enter and have met the Lord Merchant before. They have these glaives, no, halberds onto their hands, and just breastplate armor. You're able to pass through. You see the Golden Goblet in front of you has a guard watching the entrance, just peering out into the crowd. And the Silver Spoon is the opposite side of the street. It doesn't look like anybody is really paying attention to that too much.
How about the goblet?
The goblet has a guard in the main entrance.
We pass by, we don't even look at the guard, and we walk inside the silver spoon.
You find Enduro behind the so you find Fridges behind the counter with Armand's journal opened, and she just seems to be deep in thought that she doesn't even notice your entrance into the room.
Oh,
Why,
oh,
hello there, I say with a male voice.
I
We've been looking all over for you.
I try to
What?
stealth.
I grab for her shoulders like, no, no, don't run.
Oh, who
It
is
is
this?
I!
It's our
Chill,
singing friend,
Fridges. It's
performing
me.
friend.
Did you guys get my notes?
Note? No, we didn't. Did you see my message in the
Where
sky?
I did, but
Okay, good.
where did you put
Where's
your note?
under my bed
oh
in the goblet.
Oh,
oh it's
what did
so
you
hard.
write there?
If can't find, I seek the spoon.
Ah,
What?
okay, well, it's a good thing we came here anyways.
Wait, what did you write again?
If can't find, I, like me, seek the spoon. I write it in a cryptic language, music language to be
Okay.
to be exact.
I turned to Andrew and was like, would the guard understand that if they find it?
Probably. It's not very cryptic.
I mean, I
That
write
way.
it using musical notes and
Ah,
with
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Well, that's good. Um, where's Brackmart? Have you seen him?
I saw him left and he just ran.
Okay.
Right?
So he's probably outside of the city now.
He's outside of the city now. I don't know where he is. But as I turned into the bird last night, I saw him. I saw him pop back using his shadow gimmicky magic whatever, and he ran and didn't even look back.
Okay. Well, I don't feel like this place is safe enough for us to
Yeah.
linger for too long.
I hide in the silver for the night, and that place ain't safe either. I almost died.
Oh, really? Yeah, we have a hideout in the Ratways, but there's 4 corpses there, though. Seems to be another place for the Grim Company to do their business out of, though. I don't know how safe it is. But we need to find Brakmar. I think we should try to leave the city.
Yeah, maybe we could follow this. Maybe we should find a better place to talk. I don't think this place is safe, so maybe let's go down to the sewers and talk.
Oh no, not. I'm not sure about the sewers. We heard
Yeah, I
I
don't.
I mean
we
I
heard a
mean sure
lady
there are
being.
three ghoulish creatures that may or may not hunt me as
Yeah,
we
yeah.
speak, but I think that place is the safest bet, or we fight the entire town's guard.
No, I think I don't want to go into the sewers if there's monsters down there. We need to. Is there? Do we have a room still upstairs?
Yeah, we do. I took a shower before.
Well, okay, I could use a shower too. Let's
Oh
go
yeah,
upstairs.
especially you, Lisbeth. What's up with these clothes anyway?
I'm sorry. I didn't want her to spend her magic on me, but yeah, well, it worked. Kinda. Let's go in. Um.
Are these plague ridden? Have you sterilized this thing yet? But bakers can be choosers, right?
um
I did my best, but yeah, we should get her into something more sensible.
I'm
Hmm.
just hoping it'll be something I can cure. But yes, let's go.
Here, take my old cloak, and I hand her over my old red cloak, because I have the new cloak now, the fancy cloak.
I hold it, but I try not to get it dirty. It's like, okay, I'll put this down upstairs. Let's go,
Okay,
Andrew.
Yes.
go upstairs.
Okay. Everybody goes upstairs. You begin to take care of the really rotten smelling scarf like thing that's on Lisbeth's face the entire time. And you arrive back into your room. Uh, it's the time now would be about 2 hours pre noon. You could hear the people from the outside, but it looks like Arman and is not here currently in the Silver Spoon, and there are no other patrons either. You close the door behind you, and you have what seems to be a private area at least.
So how do we find Brakmar? Or
Well,
Tucker for that case? He seemed to be captured.
yeah, I think he's the only one of us who got captured.
Maybe we should try to rescue him.
Yeah, we should try to rescue him, but where do these people keep their prisoners?
In the keep.
Where's the keep? Is there even a keep?
Everyone roll for a history check.
My best skill.
Yeah, 16.
Yeah, 16.
Oh,
All right.
wow.
All right. As soon as you guys mention where he might be staying or where they might have kept him, Enderal and Frigis sort of share a look, and you realize that you've passed by on the first level of the Citadel, a place where it's almost like a legislation area, and there were some of the elevator things that led downwards rather than up. And it was briefly mentioned to you by the merchant's assistant that that's where uh, guys or creatures or individuals that are of not good character are kept.
Oh,
So
there's
first floor is like the area with the where they decide whether they're guilty or not. Upstairs is Lord Merchant. Downstairs is what you were told is a place where they keep bad guys.
So if we can get in there somehow.
maybe the merchant was being kept there as well.
Now, the thing is, I've been thinking a little bit. I'm very good at imitating people. If I disguise myself as the priest, I could probably just walk right in there. Then I could free them both
That's a bit
somehow.
risky, right? Especially if when you are alone.
Yeah, but
Yeah. What if you what if you encounter the real priest inside?
And I would like accuse him of being an imposter. But seriously, we need to do something.
Yeah. We we do. But I do like your plan though, and I may have a way to back up that plan by turning myself into an animal
Mhm. And doing what?
and hide under your clothing.
Okay, all right. What about Lisbeth? How do we get her inside?
If you're able to use your kit. Oh no, wait, you don't have your kit, right?
It's in the Golden Goblet.
Yeah,
All my
alright.
things are.
Well, Lisbeth is gonna say, if you're able to disguise me in some way, I'm willing to cut my hair to look different, so they wouldn't know
Hold on.
it's me.
I can cast Disguise Self on myself. It is not a concentration spell. And then I can cast Invisibility on you, Lisbeth.
Are you sure?
Isn't disguise self a concentration spell? I
No,
do
it's not.
believe it is a concentration spell.
It says duration 1 hour. It doesn't say concentration at all.
I've
So
been using disguise self wrong all this time.
But yeah,
so
she says, "Are you sure? Should would the priest be seen alone? Though I
I
suppose it's a
mean,
lot easier than trying to disguise me to look like someone with his guard armor. How does he look like anyway? Wait, DM, do we see him? I forgot if we've met him in
The
person.
priest
Mm.
you
yeah, we
have,
did.
he's very slender and tall, leaning towards 6'3". He's got this pushed like a really straight silver hair, and he talks with an underbite. He talks a little bit like this, and he is a really lanky fellow.
Mhm.
okay, if
Brown
that
Enjoy
skin with
how
a bunch of like black moles on his face.
I
Enjoy
can't
how
make
tall are
myself
you?
appear. Yeah, I'm like 5'1" or something. So I can't make myself appear as tall as him.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Guy's self does it not allow?
No,
I
only
think
one.
this guy cell can only allow to increase height just a slight bit,
Yeah,
and Endo is pretty short.
yeah. You can seem 1 foot shorter or taller, but not like as much as that,
But
I
if they
think.
How
touch,
tall
then
are
they'll
you?
know.
Let me
If they
check.
touch, they'll know.
I am, I don't know, I'm 159 centimeters, is what I've written.
What?
Uh,
159?
That's actually perfectly fine because that would be 5'2".
Wait.
If you use this guy's self, you can end up 6'2".
okay, perfect. So I
Oh,
can make myself appear as him.
Okay, something's wrong with my brain. When he said 159 in my brain, it registered as 195, and I was like, wait, what?
No, no, no.
that's like a height of a basketball
I
player.
know. My brain borked a bit.
You'll be a little bit shorter than what the priest actually is, but only by an inch.
Ah, he's
I
a
wear
shorty.
I'll just wear high heels.
Yeah.
High heels.
Okay, shall we do that
Echo
then? Um, I would like some way. Hey, Lisbeth, you have that hat, right? The hat of scrying. Can you scry on the priest?
Oh, clairvoyance.
Yeah.
The hat of scrying? We had that?
We
Yeah, yeah,
did.
the fancy hat I gave to you.
Oh, well, okay, I suppose. Um, do I need anything for it, DM?
You would have to know. You can cast scrying. You can make an invisible sensor basically,
Mm-hmm.
with
In a
a
place,
place
right?
that's familiar to you, a place you have visited before, or in a location that's obvious, but is unfamiliar to you, such as like behind a door, around a
Okay.
corner. and it stays there for I think 10 minutes.
Alright, so it's like the eye of something. What was that?
Diosauro.
No, that's a spell, right? Called Arcane Eye. Wasn't that
A
it?
little
Oh,
bit.
I can.
Yeah.
Clairvoyance is a little bit
Yeah,
different.
so yeah, well, where should I scry it? It's
You
a
can
once
also
daily, right?
you can either see it or hear from it. It's got a pretty
Yeah,
big range, 1 mile.
It's once daily, right? Is it once daily?
Yes, that's correct.
yeah. You can't select a person. You have to select a location.
Yeah, so that's the thing. She's gonna say, well, where do you suppose he'll be at this time?
Citadel?
Or if I could, we really don't know where he is, but maybe I should scry in the basement instead to see if the merchant is actually there.
In the dungeon, yeah, but it'll be difficult since you've never been there. But you can do it in an obvious location that is unfamiliar to you. So we know where the entrance to the dungeons are. So a little bit beyond that somehow.
Is that enough, DM, or should I actually go there?
You can certainly try.
Okay. But are you alright with me scrying on that instead of
Yeah.
the...
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I can't guarantee the information you'll get, but you can certainly try and peer into that area even though you've never been to it. Because it's somewhere that's at least obvious to you by memory that it would go down.
Mm-hmm. So no, I was just confirming with Andrew and Frigis because they initially wanted to scry the priestess whereabouts, but we don't know where the priest exactly is. But we do know where
Let's
the
try the dungeon.
dungeon is.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I guess take a seat on the bed, the chair, wherever we're at,
Mhm.
and yeah, whip out the helmet. Helmet?
Captain's hat, yeah. You put on it's like those musketeer hats with the feather off onto the side? It's like
Okay.
that. It has a
Ah, there it
silver
is.
feather with like streams of gold. You put it onto your head, and you focus all your attention to that area, and it will
Wow. Why did it have such a big space there? Okay.
it will it will change the image of what you're seeing. You're choosing hearing or seeing. You're choosing seeing, right?
Seeing, yes.
Okay. So as you do, you begin to feel your consciousness get pulled into almost like a separate dimension,
Whoa.
and you're moving really quickly from the silver spoon into the citadel, down into what looks to be the shafts that lead downwards, and it just goes straight down for a while, and poof, you see the very end of it. You see jail cells lined up in quite a long path, and from here, make a perception check.
Good.
All right. With the 19, you can see an extremely long path. It leads about probably. What's your vision normally? You don't have dark vision, do you? Do you, Elizabeth?
I don't think she has dark
Sorry, no.
vision.
I'm a human.
Yeah. Okay. So as you see down here, it looks very difficult. There is one small torch by the entrance which illuminates about 60 feet down into the path. And you see a couple of people here. You can see a total of 6 cells from where you cast your
Mm-hmm.
clairvoyance. The 4 cells at the end are lined by people sort of just reaching out with their hand peering down the bars, extremely skinny, and they seem to be wearing just these plain white tunics, almost like a tank top, and just basic underwear. Nothing, not even decent attire. But you do see one particular individual sort of banging against the jail cells, and it's a familiar face to you. You can see it's the long braided hair. It's Tucker, definitely. He has what looks to be like a stone slab put onto his hands, and he's trying to break away from the cell. And you see his face screaming, but you don't hear any sound going.
Yeah.
Just trying to jump through the jail cell, but nothing is happening.
Okay, but I don't see any signs of the merchant.
Not from where you're currently at, no.
What do you see, Lisbeth? Is he there?
DM, how long does the ice last?
It lasts for a total of a minute, I believe. 10 minutes. You could stay
Minutes.
there for a total of 10 minutes staying, or you can dip.
Yeah, I'll just wait a bit more just to see if any signs of the merchant, because I don't exactly see everyone in every cell, right? I just
Yes,
see them when they come towards the gate. So in the 10 minutes, nothing happened?
nothing happens. Just more bashing against the walls.
Okay, so I let go of the vision and I sigh.
Got
I'm,
anything?
I'm sorry, I can't really see all everything that is in there. Apparently, I'm off by a bit. But I did see Tucker. He looks
He
really
was there.
mad.
Okay, so we can at least try to get him out.
Mm.
So I have a spell called Dimension Door. It lets me transport myself and another individual 500 feet in any direction. So if I go in there alone, invisible or in disguise, I can take Tucker with me and get out of there. But if we go all
Oh,
together, I can't do that. Someone will be left behind.
That is true. But we don't actually have a way to communicate with each other.
That's a problem. We should have that.
maybe we can try to sneak in tonight.
Tonight.
Nighttime.
Yeah, I thrive in the nighttime, so that would be good. And then we can
Maybe,
use
yeah,
Dimension
maybe we
Door as
could
a last
try.
resort.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Sadly, I do not
Everyone
have
make a perception check.
Perception.
everyone.
Huda? Everyone?
Everyone, yes.
Okay.
Oh boy!
Nice.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw!
Nice.
What's your second 20 in this game?
Yeah.
This session.
Uh, Lisbeth, while you're inside just as you're ending and you're explaining what you've seen, from the back of your mind, you hear the sound. It's a very small. You're not quite sure what it is, but Frigis, your attention
Fair.
is your elf ears suddenly go ting ting, and you feel a vibration against the floor, and you feel the door from the first floor underneath you go, and somebody
Someone's here.
stepping inside the lobby.
Someone's at the
Someone
lobby.
what?
But
Someone's
you
at the
know it's
lobby.
only one person, although it is a relatively heavy-footed step. Someone almost by the weight of Armand, possibly.
I
Can I tell if it's if this person is wearing any kind of metal on them, kind of like armor
The weight would match that just from the sound of the footsteps, but it's hard to tell without seeing.
Someone's here.
So it's either someone wearing armor or someone who's naturally heavy, like a Goliath or an orc.
Everyone hide.
I'll hide in the bathroom.
I'll hide behind the bed. Under the bed. Lisbeth, hide!
Lisbeth, bathroom!
Okay. Are you going to the bathroom, I suppose?
Okay. Slowly, you hear these footsteps, and now even Enderul can hear it going up the staircase, going. And you hear the door in front of you going.
My alarm would have gone off. I cast alarm before.
Was it an audible sound or just for your head?
Oh, it's just for my head.
Okay, you hear your alarm blaring into your head that someone had crossed the threshold.
Oh, fuck.
With
Right here.
Do I see something from under the bed?
describe what he sees.
Just from under the bed, some boots, and then keeps going. Just some black pants. Keeps going. Black, black gray vest. If it goes all the way up to the arms, a bit fluffy around the forearms. It's more space when the rest is pretty tight. High collar shirt. Small breastplate, well made. Just a man in his late 30s, a bit of salt and pepper hair. Um, a hand on the pommel, on a scabbard that looks to be made for some reason of the same alloy you would use to make cook utensils, so brass colored, a bit bright. Just looking around. I know you're here. I was waiting outside. However, I saw what you done. And I'm not an enemy, let's just say that. However, I know you have enemies right now. So how about we talk? I'm ready to listen.
I'm still quiet as a mouse.
For stealth to see how quiet you are. You can roll
Yeah.
for perception against it if you'd like to see if someone's behind the bed.
Yeah. Miss.
Ooh,
Oh.
with a -1. Damn.
Yes.
You definitely know someone's behind the bed, just peering down underneath.
Miss. I see you.
I get up and I just kind of straighten my clothes and brush dust and who are you?
My name is not important right now. However, sorry for being careful, but as I said, I saw what you've done. Not every little missy can do that. So as I said, I'm here to listen. So how about you do so, after revealing where your companion is? I know there's at least two of you.
Well, it is good that you know that because then you know that you are surrounded actually.
I
And
do know.
I would I would like you to sit on the bed, please, and answer some questions truthfully.
Sure.
Good. Bitches! Lisbeth, we got him!
I go. I sit on the bed, but as I do, I
When
get my weapon out.
did
Not in
Andrew
an
really
aggressive
shot
fashion.
him?
I just get it out because you didn't say to let go of your weapons. So I do something you want to do. I also want to keep myself safe. And as I get it out of the scabbard, it's just a blade made of light.
Ooh.
So the
Ooh,
scabbard,
nice.
there's a little space, and then light starts to emit. They just illuminate the room, and I start looking with that. Was a twirl a bit.
That's cool. I
Nice.
kind of, the way samurais do, just open my sword a little bit on my side.
I close the door to the room and start casting alarm again as a ritual. Can you like turn that off? It's pretty bright. It's already bright in here. Why don't you need why do you need more light? Why do you need more light?
What
I,
kind of
I,
sword is
Light is
that?
good.
I
I
asked
don't
that
have
girl,
the
is
same
this
eyes as
okay?
you, Elf,
Is he
and
okay?
it
Do I
gets
need to
dimmer and
pounce on
dimmer.
him?
I don't know. If it's okay
Please don't.
Okay.
So, who are you and who are you working for?
I'm working for the people. My name is not important, but if you want to know it, it's Ragnarok.
Okay. Well, pleased to meet you, Ragnarok. My name is Enderil Shadowsong. My companions here are Frigis and Lisbeth.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, but yeah.
Exactly
Should
like
you
that.
just went to grab a sword to do that?
Well,
With all due respect, Mr. Ragnarok, but you said before that you were working for the people, but uh, again, with all due respect, many people are working for the people. In fact, the priest claimed that he worked for the people.
Mhm.
the priest that surrounded you, right?
Yeah,
It
so
was.
could you could you be more specific whether who you work for actually?
No.
But what's your opinion on the priest?
I don't know.
You don't
What's.
know?
No. As I said, I didn't uh, reveal your location to the guards, and I knew from the start that you were more numerous than I was. As I said, I'm here to listen. Not
Okay, well,
if you want to keep asking questions, I will answer at the best of my abilities. However, a no is also an answer.
I'm sure you've seen the writings in the sky, have you not? The
I did.
priest, the priest is a liar and a traitor, and he has framed the merchant for something he did not do. I am pretty sure that the priest is attempting some sort of power grab in the city, and I don't know what he's done to the merchant. We
What
know he
kind
has
of proof do
captured.
you have?
Well, he tried to arrest us and claimed we were traitors. We were
No
working for the
witnesses?
merchant. Well, we were working for the merchant to root out some sort of human trafficking drug operation in the city. And
Oh,
as soon as we came back from this, our last mission, the priest was there and tried to arrest us.
I was also on the way of the devil drug
Okay.
transporters, if you will. And then I saw a big figure of the city assembling men and very ostensibly walking through the city. That's where I saw the things happening yesterday.
Okay.
Now I try to see what was happening. I saw the message in the sky, and now you've told me that. I said we gave each other some information. Now you've been here for quite a while. I was waiting outside to see if you would exit. You didn't, and you wanted criminals for now.
That's
So
true.
what what is your plan of action right now?
Well, we have an acquaintance who is imprisoned in the keep. We want to rescue him, and we want to find the merchant and see if he's alive, hopefully. And then we need to to find some evidence against the priest of his involvement in all of this.
Hmm.
Um,
If the priest is, as you say, he is, and he's using the people's money to get a hold of the city's power, then I will help you.
Good.
And I will try to incite what they said about the priest with my input insight.
We've
Okay.
met a lady who
Two.
claims she was
Yep,
thrown
I'm
into.
with you. Let's go.
That was
Great insights.
that was
Oh,
kind of easy.
Uh,
okay.
now
Yeah,
that
but
the tension is descending, excuse me, I will get the gun back in the shift, but still keep my hand on it. I'm a fighter type. I don't do magic,
So, okay.
so feel free to use me to get information, the proof you need, liberate some people that did nothing wrong, and then I will be the best of allies. I swear that on my soul. Straight from
Good.
that, and I would have to fight you even if you're surrounding me. Is that alright?
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that, but we,
I do too.
I at least will accept your sword for the time being. Sure, we can find some use for you. What do you guys think? I look at Lisbeth and
I
Fritus.
have one question. What is your opinion to the arcane scholars? Do you hate them or do you
Oh,
have any prejudice against them?
I'm a scholar myself,
Oh,
not of the
you
arcane
are.
arts, but I do diverse in some alchemy.
So you're saying you are a practitioner of arcane as well?
No,
No, he's a scholar, but not in the arcane.
yes,
So what kind of scholars are you?
mainly alchemy and the study of the body.
Oh,
Alchemy. I failed that subject. Very
I,
well.
I kind of pull Lisbeth aside, and that drug lab we found. Maybe we should have him take a look at it in our hideout. Lisbeth, pay attention.
Yeah.
Spit.
You think so?
Sorry, what?
We should. Our hideout in the basement. There was this drug lab there, or it appeared to be like a drug lab. Maybe we should take Ragnarok here to have a look. Maybe we can find some evidence or clues.
Well, oh wait, how deteriorated were the bodies?
Uh,
1 week old.
it was solid. Rigor mortis has set in,
Okay,
so it's at least a week old.
all right. Well, I'll just say that. Well, perhaps he can recognize some of the faces as well while we're there.
Yeah. All right. Let's Ragnarok.
Yes.
We discovered a place in the Ratways. Maybe you could have a look at it since you are a student of alchemy. You might know more than we do about what we found there.
Will it help with liberating of, the friends and the merchant?
No, but we were thinking of doing that at night. Now it's just like early before noon, I think. So
Almost noon, yeah.
yeah. So we should, and it's a relatively safe place, I think, for us to hide and plan.
Sure thing.
All
Can
right.
I stand up?
Yeah. Of course, of course. We now have some measure of trust between us.
Good. And I
Okay.
stand up,
I
tall,
kind of
a
take a
bit too
step
tall,
back.
because I practiced holding, walking and doing everything with one hand on my hilt, because it's important it stays on my hilt.
Yeah.
It looks a bit janky, but not too natural. I will follow you then.
Um. Okay. We are kind of wanted criminals. The guards are in
I
the
know.
streets. We need to Hold on. Bridges,
Maybe
can you?
I'll stay here because
No. You need to come with us.
is it safe though?
Well, it's safer than staying apart. Can you turn into a bird again?
I'll do that.
Okay,
Boop.
okay. I'll turn Lisbeth invisible. Boop. And I'll cast Disguise Self on myself again. Same, just like a merchant. Not too fine clothes, but regular clothes. And follow me. And I lead everyone out.
I'll fly. I'll follow you by flying.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
Lisbeth is invisible. You can see us though, so you can easily follow us.
Yeah, to be within arm's reach of Endro.
Okay.
From Ragnarok.
You all gather together and head down towards the lobby of the Silver Spoon. And inconspicuously, despite having split up a little bit, as Frid just turns into a bird and you turn into a merchant and Enderil is invisible, with your newfound companion called Ragnarok just walking by your side, you're able to walk past the Golden Goblet. And from here, you can see that there's some of the guards that are coming down the stairs, and they have this note they're sort of passing between one another, and they all have this confused face of like, and they're not really sure what to make of it. But you could see definitely they roll it up and then put it in between one of their pockets. The rest of you are able to relatively with ease travel towards the Ratway. But as you head there, the Ratway people, they begin to circle around Ragnarok as you're wearing your breastplate and your hilt onto your scabbard and your unique clothing that's not very common around these areas. They sort of grab onto your sleeves and sort of just beg for money, trying to pocket any or pick any money that they can off to your sides. Uh,
I reach into my purse and I take out like 10 silver coins and I start handing them out as we walk.
the attention instead gathers towards you and start grabbing your coins as they're picking it up. This
The
causes you
person
to
that tried to grab my sleeve just
slap. All right. It's a middle-aged man, probably about 35, 45, and you slap him and just goes back and instead picks up the coins that are by Enderil's side.
I don't toss the coins, I give them out, I hand them
Oh,
out.
okay. Then yeah,
Yeah.
they he follows you instead.
Did the person his back?
No. But there's an awful glare there. It takes you about 30 minutes to travel back, so it would be about noon, half past noon at this point. And you're inside, or you're outside what looks to be the old shack that Enderil stood by in the night before. And yeah,
There, through the window, And I wait until everyone is inside and I look up for the bird.
Flying.
Okay, good. Then I get into Boom, into the wall.
you're now all inside this old abandoned shack. What do you do?
I show them the basement.
Hmm.
Now there it might stink horribly down there. There's 4 corpses. I had to move them because they were stinking up the place. But go have a look.
it's fine. I smell the worst. Go down, get the blade out to get some light.
Okay.
What do I see?
As you go downwards, you extend your blade. It illuminates the area even more with this bright yellow light, and you're hopping downwards when suddenly a crossbow bolt flies towards your chest,
Oh shit.
and
Why are there crossbow bolts in the basement?
Yeah.
what's your AC?
16.
16. Oh boy.
And he's dead.
New character.
You suffer a total of 17 piercing damage, but
Uh,
thankfully it lands onto your breastplate, so it just glances off, creating these sparks in the room. You can see that the tip of the bolt, as it's flying around, releases what looks to be like this caustic uh, toxins that land onto your face, but they just sizzle away, not doing much to you. Everyone roll for initiative.
Oh boy.
First, can I look up? Are they surprised?
Yes.
Oh
Good.
my god, my third 20 of the night.
Nice.
What? I'm still a bird though.
All right, let's take a quick water break. I'm going to make a map for us.
Mhm.
Okay. Be right back.
Go.
I'm back.
All right. This should be ready to go. Okay, let me see. Show me. Tell me what you see.
There is something, but
I see darkness.
there's like a frame to the
There's
left
like
of the
one
screen.
line in the darkness.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second.
Why isn't his sunblade working? I don't understand.
You asked me to put it to at the minimum, so it's 10 feet bright, 10 feet dim.
Ah.
All right, let's see if this works. Hello? Anyway, I don't know why that's not working.
Oh yeah, I did saw a single line in the pitch black void.
Anyway, all right, here we go.
Now it's a double.
Yeah.
Now it's a
See
double
the
line
frame
that forms a 90-degree angle in the pitch black void.
Don't worry, it's right here.
Okay.
All right, you should be able to see now.
There it is.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I see now.
All right.
Okay. So the stair is where?
There is the one here on top of Brackmar.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
Okay,
You
that was a
mean
lot harder than I thought it would be. Okay. For some reason, you guys aren't added into the initiative roll, so let me do that for you. I already have your initiative numbers anyway.
do you mean
Well,
Ragnarok?
Ragnarok. Boss
Ragnarok.
star with a R.
Ragnar is no
Oh no,
more.
Brakmar is a B. Sorry.
All right. So it's only a 10 feet drop from the ladder above, and you guys are not on the level currently. So as suddenly Ragnar arrives down at the bottom, you hear this thing and just bounce off his breastplate, and you hear the sound of as poison from the crossbow bolt begins to line against the walls, and you hear it going. Bridges, you are currently above this. You are currently above. What do you do?
Do I hear the sounds of crossbow bolts and it scraping off armor?
You do, and you can
Okay.
see from underneath that definitely Ragnarok has responded to it.
Okay. So I am still a bird. Does it take an action to drop the polymorph, or
I'm not sure. I've never done polymorph myself.
I have also never done polymorph myself.
Be in the
Let's see.
spell.
But I think it's free action, right? Because it's just drop the concentration.
I think so. I think you can do it
Yeah, I think
like
so.
at any
Yes.
time.
Yes.
I'll fly right in. Do I still have mage armor from before?
No.
No.
And you
Okay.
slept in the bathroom.
Okay. I fly in as a bird. How much movement speed I have as a bird, I do not know.
When's the bird?
I chose a raven, so it's 50 feet.
Sure.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then
It. Yeah.
I drop the polymorph, land on the floor, and send 3 balls of fire at this one. Yeah, that one.
Which one? Double click it for me.
Oh, okay. Oh, you can double click it. All right.
Okay. All right. Go for it.
Yeah. Scorching Ray at 2nd level. Yeah. Come on. Not a great start. Not a great start.
First two firebolts begin to fly towards him, but he just nimbly dodges both of them, and then the third one strikes him straight onto his chest.
Okay. 8 fire damage.
All right.
And I want to use the Modern Kindness Helping Hand, but I still confused how it operates.
No, it's basically for sorcerers, for those who can cast 2 spells. So normally, if you have a bonus action spell, your action can only be a cantrip. It just removes that limit.
Oh.
So you still have to have a
Sadly,
way. You still
if you
have to have
wanted
a
to
way.
Misty Step, you couldn't. With that item, you could.
Yeah, so you can Misty Step and cast a spell now.
all my spell are action. So whap and Blade Song as a bonus action.
All right. You end your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This one moves here.
Who are they?
They look like they are clothed in black. They have this very almost eagle-like hood, almost from Assassin's Creed, covering most of their faces. The outfit that they're wearing is very similar to the one you fought inside, or at least not for you, for the party that they fought throwing needles inside the Golden Goblet.
Oh, it's
They
two
share,
fighters.
2 assassins, huh?
yeah. These two come in. This guy comes in, goes on top of these boxes, so he's now 10 feet above the ground on top of the boxes, and takes a shot towards Enderol.
What? I'm on the
Oh,
second
sorry, not
floor.
Enderol. Frigis. My bad.
Ah, shit. Ah,
He
shit.
misses and ends his turn there. Ragnarok, your turn.
The action begins then, and I get my weapon completely out. Start wielding it with both hands.
All right.
Or run towards that assassin
Mm-hmm.
and just
Throwing hands.
exactly.
Smash.
I start attacking for a dirty 20 to hit.
Go
Plus
ahead.
13.
Yes.
Plus 13.
11 radiant,
Mm-hmm.
4 lightning, so 15
Mm-hmm.
on the first hit. The second one is a 25 to hit
Hits, of course.
for 17 radiant
All right.
and 5 lightning.
Dog, that's a lot.
The first one is a bit mostly just the later half of the sword just passes through them. Now that I'm closer, it's basically passes completely through them.
Okay. Do you end your turn?
I will say you'll stay and answer, and they need to make a strength saving throw.
This
DC
guy in
15.
front of you, or both of them?
Yes. No, the guy in front of me.
Fails it.
I will. I wanted to say we'll amplify it.
Okay, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. So now it's another effect, but I will take damage.
All right.
So he doesn't have movement speed, and he doesn't have a reaction,
Okay.
and he'll
Is
need
that
to make the
a
save again.
is that a bonus action thing?
Yes.
Didn't Blood Hunters have to use their bonus action to invoke the Crimson Rite and
That's why
do
he was
lightning
holding it
damage?
the whole time.
Yeah. It lasts
Oh,
Yes.
until you stop holding the
dismiss
weapon
it.
or you take a
Yeah.
short rest. So that's why my hand is always on my weapon. Because
Ah,
otherwise I'm gonna pull a money mark.
so
I
it's
don't want to.
so it's lightning all the time.
It's lit all
Uh,
the time inside his scabbard.
yes.
Damn. Damn.
Andrew, what do you do?
I wish my blood
Okay.
hunters are this smart.
So I quickly exchange a look with Lisbeth before I jump down, and I land like a 3-point landing, and let's see, 5, 10, 15. I quickly look around, grab my bow, and shoot the guy in the corner.
Okay. The one on the boxes, right?
Yeah. First one, 21 to hit.
Hits for sure.
That's a 1 on the die, so I'm gonna reroll it.
Nice.
Okay, so that's an 8 on the die, so
Nice.
14 damage.
14, yeah.
Second shot, that's only a 12 to hit.
Goes wide.
Then I duck back behind cover.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. This guy is right here, and he has. What does your blood curse look like? Tendrils from underneath, or what?
It's the shadow behind him. Since I have the light just in front,
Mm-hmm.
they reach around.
Okay.
Make shackles.
All right. He tries to break away, but of course he does. He's not able to, realizing that there are shadows that keep him in place. He pulls out his short sword. He has a crossbow in one hand. He pulls out his short sword and just swings at you twice.
Yeah.
And your AC is
16.
1 hit. And as it hits, you suffer a total of 9 points of piercing damage. You can definitely tell that the short sword is coated with poison, but it just goes through your skin. You suffer 9 points of piercing.
So just 4
Yes.
because of the breastplate.
Yeah. Lisbeth, what do you do? Nelly?
Yeah, I'm here. Hang on.
Yeah.
So I guess first of all, I'm gonna go in.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my ruler?
You're right about here.
Okay. All right. So I think I'm just once I'm in,
Mm-hmm.
clearly the only enemy is over there. So I think I'm just going to 30 and then another 30. Just come up next to him. So basically I dash
Mm-hmm.
with my weapon out. Where am I? I has
You're
to
right here.
No, I can't see me.
Well, you're below the
Yeah, I'm
guy.
supposed to be here.
Yeah.
I'll refresh. That's okay.
We
Yep.
see you where you want to be.
Yeah, we can see it. I don't think you can, though.
Yeah. Carry on.
My wayward son.
All right. Bridges, what do you do?
Okay. I'm going to walk out and I point to those two and say freeze. I say freeze, and then there will be some particles of ice that comes up from their foot and binds them to the ground. I cast hold person at 3rd level.
Oh,
Nice.
okay. What's is that a wisdom save?
Yeah, wisdom saving throw DC 14.
Both fail.
Yeah!
Perfect.
They are now paralyzed, and I signal both of our melee fighters to go ham!
All right.
And
Let's try to
I
keep them
end my
alive.
turn.
Alive.
Okay. It is the this guy's turn, but can't do anything. Skips his turn.
Mm-hmm.
Ragnak, what do you do?
So the guy in front of me, I will start by trying to knock him out.
Mm-hmm.
So trying to basically put him to sleep. So we'll, since he's unmoving, I will just tilt my sword forward so it goes into his head.
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't cut, so it just goes through.
Yeah,
And just
sure.
hold it there, trying to, with the lightning and the radiant, just put him into an unconscious state.
Okay.
So it's with advantage, right? And if I hit,
Yeah.
it's a crit.
Yes.
Okay.
If you miss this, I'll be very surprised.
31 to hit.
There's no way.
Definitely hit. Definitely
That's
hit.
yeah. Plus another d10 and 2d6s for the right. Oh, so that's 29 damage.
Hits. All right.
It
I mean,
kills us.
hurts. Hurts.
Hurts. Okay.
No standing.
Okay. Then I'll keep my blade where it is, trying to get him to be unconscious again.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. 31 to hit again.
Okay. Hits, of course.
And now you can right click damage and do crit damage. Cool.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
So that's 33 damage this time.
Falls down unconscious.
Wow.
And I rush to the next one, climbing up the boxes.
All right.
Just pointing at his neck.
Ender, what?
This happen. I'm just gonna step around the corner, fire twice. I'm not so discernible about lethal or non-lethal, so I'm just gonna shoot at the. I get advantage too, right?
Yes. But this one is not a crit. You have to be within 5 feet.
That's fine. That's 1 again, so I'm gonna reroll that one. Okay, so 11 damage on the first one.
Nice.
Shoot again. Oop, I forgot to roll with advantage. 18 to hit,
Hits.
and another 9 damage.
Nice.
I'm gonna just move along the wall here
Mhm.
towards Lisbeth and end my turn.
Lisbeth, what do you do?
Sorry, still trying to figure out this thing.
no,
Doesn't seem to
no.
want to let me use the ruler, and then like it makes me disappear.
Yeah. You can use the mouse, the directional
There we go.
keys, if you want to do that.
So I'll be moving yay way, so it's gonna be another dash. Climbing up here. There's no one else, right? No other enemies around.
See.
And with 25 feet of movement, you can get just on my just under me.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hang on. Let me use
With
the ruler again.
diagonals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
We just have.
can I stand here and stab him? I don't think so, right? Because he's. Can I reach?
Yes, yes, you can.
I can?
Yes. But I think you can
Oh
only
yeah,
reach
no,
up
I
to
can. Yeah.
here.
Yep. Never mind. I'll just dash.
Okay.
Cause he seems like he's doing really well anyway.
All right. Regis, what do you do?
I popped out and nice. I form frosty energy in my hand and shoots. I cast ray of frost.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, advantage. Nice.
Okay.
23 to hit. And wow. Uh
Nice. For a
14
cantrip.
ice. Yeah, 14 cold damage. Zoom.
All right.
Shoot at the leg.
Oh, he would have had to throw a wisdom save if he got hit, so
Is it?
I think so. Let me check.
I think it's only the end of the turn thing.
You're right. It's just the end of the turn. So he ends his turn again. First one was a fail. Second wisdom saving throw. Fail still. Alright, Ragnar, what do you do?
Same thing, kinda police baton style, like, but
Mm-hmm.
a bit more brutal.
Alright.
That's good. That's a lot of information we're gonna get. So a 31 to hit again
Wow.
Hits, of course.
for 34 damage.
On a crit, that's just dirty. Alright, how do you do it?
Just through the head until I see him start to fall. Then I remove it quick, so I don't do permanent damage,
Mm-hmm.
or at least not too much permanent damage.
Alright.
Shift it back in my scabbard with only a third of the blade out.
Okay.
So we are not blinded if something else happens again. It does
Okay.
a lot of light. Kinda using it as a torch sideways. Kinda
Okay.
looking for what the others will do. Since they're in charge right now.
You can see these two hooded characters just fall down to the ground, uh, surprisingly with not much of a resistance. You know that they're not dead yet, but it looks like they were currently just going through these materials here. The alembics with a platter of what looks like a mixture of black and silver powder. What do you guys do?
Well, that was surprising. I didn't think anyone would be here. I'm sorry, Ragnar. It was not intentional to have you walk into the lion's den like this.
Well, I saw it on your faces, but if that's good. If anything, I was the best candidate. After all, my breastplate is quite good again. Things that are trying to pierce me, and for their poison, and I get some off my cheek and lick it. I've had worse.
All
What?
right, well,
What kind of
That's
alchemy bullshit do you do?
a lot, and yes, let's tie them up, and then we'll start looking at the. I will go with for the equipment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you can. You will have better questions to ask them than I do.
yeah, let's just put them in a
Also,
corner somewhere until they wake up.
and didn't you say this place are filled with corpses? Where are these individuals come from?
Yeah, the four corpses I put down here, where are they?
Oh, they're here in a corner,
Hmm.
just here on the side.
I thought the corpses were actually upstairs when we arrived, but we dumped them down. I mean, we respectfully put them to rest down here.
If they're dead, there's no need
Okay.
to be respectful.
Where's the crate that we used to cover the manhole?
It's here. This is the table. This is the manhole underneath.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's the manhole. Okay.
So they
Art
didn't
is my
come
passion.
through there. They
Since
must have
I'm
come from outside them, not through the sewers.
since I'm very strong right now, I will pull the two guys up with just one hand
Mm-hmm.
for you to tie them up well, and then I would dump them in this corner, so they have nowhere to run if they wake up.
Okay, come here, Ragnar, and look at all the things on this table.
Oh,
What
I've
do you
been
make of
looking
them?
for. First of all, I've been looking. That was my current mission, to be honest.
Oh,
And it's. You can smell a little. That's
Make,
silver.
make a nature
alchemy check.
or just a D20 intelligence plus proficiency if you have alchemy tools.
I have.
So D20 intelligence plus proficiency.
Yeah.
By the way, I go upstairs and
So
start
that's
casting alarm.
16 on the roll, 4 for intelligence, very big brain. Plus my proficiency, that's 23.
You can easily tell what this type of mixture is. It's the silver powder is definitely just silver, just basic silver ground down into fine pieces, lacing these whatever it is that they're making. And the black powder, is a mixture of things that are not common here. You would often find this type of stone crushed down, not of this realm. These are made out of what they call the brimstone. It's not common to find them on the material plane unless it was a a historical site where primordials once were, but oftentimes it's just not found on the material plane. It's otherworldly, so to speak.
Trying to do that with just one hand and then get the sword out, put it on the side of the table so it stays illuminated.
Mhm.
But I let go of it to get my notebook out and start
Okay.
writing.
So what do you make of it?
Well, first off, it's quite interesting because I don't know if you've been in the sewers before. I
Well,
don't think Lady Drake would go, but there's traces of
uh,
silver in the water.
yeah,
That's very unusual.
okay. Yeah, actually, we've been down there and we did notice all the silver. We
Yes.
actually captured some of it, but now it's in the Golden Goblet, so I don't know if we
I think
still
it's
have all
still
that
in the
silver.
silver spoon. I
No,
yelled down. I yelled down from upstairs.
we moved everything when we moved, I think. So
Yeah, since the guy had like two big Goliath servants, I think they just moved it. Problem.
Hmm.
Um, that's good to know. Hmm, those brimstones. The brimstone is not from here, however, that will also link it to the demons I've battled for them.
we found we found a strange chest, which we now have lost, unfortunately, which contained a gate to some other dimension. A fiery one with walls, seemingly organic or alive. I don't know. Maybe this
Hmm.
can come from that
The
same place.
stone seems alive and there are doors, if that matter at all.
Now it's in the hands of the priest, unfortunately.
Well, that's bad news for sure.
Yeah.
Um, that's good. I finished writing all of my notes, and I just lick my thumb, put it in the brimstone powder, smear a bit of on my book, do the same with the silver just in case, but then still take some samples in my little component pouch. But just in case I do lose that, I will have it in my notes. Or if I leave my notes for somebody else to take, they will be inside. Wow, that's a good lead at the very least. Those two will probably have some answers or a place they were supposed to take it to.
Mhm.
Hopefully, we'll get some info from them. Let's check those boxes. And
Oh yeah, sure.
as we do, could you please tell me why you closed the manhole?
Because scary things are in the sewers. We wanted to a safe
That's
place to
true.
rest, and if something can come out of the sewers, it's not very safe.
Yeah, well, safety is
But it's
always the
good.
priority.
Yeah, it's good to know we have like access to it though, in case we need to make our escape from here.
That is true.
Right, let's check the boxes.
Now that I have both my hands, I will just uh, slightly OCD, just line all of them so we can do them one by one and be sure that we haven't forgotten any.
Who's gonna look at the boxes themselves?
Um, I
I
will.
I finished casting alarm. Do you need any help?
I will help with the
Help is always
boxes.
welcome.
Okay.
I
If
I I,
everybody's go ahead. Sorry.
I have some propaganda to do, so I go up in the first floor and I'm gonna cast Skywrite again, ritually.
Okay. What do you write?
If you need the help, scream.
Okay, I write. Just let me figure out what I'm gonna write while you guys do your things.
All right. The rest of you take a look at the boxes. All of you roll for investigation.
I do not have proficiency in investigation. What?
26.
Frigis and Ragnarok. This is a little bit more along your areas of expertise. So Frigis, you could tell that 3 of these boxes were lined with definitely some type of black powder, similar to the ones that you've been trading before. But you notice that it's not the same as that on the table. So for Ragnarok, you could also tell that one of these crates, there's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 3 big crates and 2 smaller crates. The smaller crates, they contain what looked to be the powder that's currently on the table. Uh, both of them are empty at this point, but you can tell the other crate has a different component to it. There's 2 small ones, and the other one, despite having a similar powder, is different than the other one that had contained it. Because of such a high roll, you could tell that the other one was just ordinary black powder, as in black powder for guns.
Mm-hmm.
The other one that came back is not something that's familiar to you. It looks. Actually, you know what? No, it's familiar to you. It's brimstone, the one on the right.
Okay.
The 3 crates, they have blood smeared all across them, but they're empty.
Mm-hmm.
I write in the sky, the priest works with the grim company. Reject his rule. And then I go downstairs again.
What did
Okay.
you write?
Just propaganda. I don't know if it's true, but it'll make the people think.
I'm not.
Propaganda, huh?
I don't think
I will
we're too
just note
far off,
the.
given the monsters they're both using down there.
Yeah, I know, right? We'll
By
see
the
someday.
way, these crates are bloody. Do
Oh,
you think it's the children again?
It could be.
What children?
they were transporting children out of the city. Tiefling children, human children. We saved 2 of them, but God knows how many more there's been.
We passed them to the
That's
merchant just
concerning.
before we
Correct.
left town.
Yeah.
Take some note. No. Well, this matter is quite urgent, not only for you, but for me too then. Not really have children being trafficked. But question.
It is the most evil of evil.
Is bad question.
As you are resting here, or at least investigating the areas that you're in, you spend about possibly an hour going through this, going through the alembic, going through the crates, and you hear one of the guys that have been knocked out going. He's not conscious yet, but he's recovering much faster than his companion. You assume if he left alone, he would wake up within the next hour or 2.
Well,
Um,
close my book. Get it back there. Time for some answers.
indeed.
I go past the table I left my sword on, grab it, and kick. Not too hard, but just like to jolt him awake, the guy that is golfing.
All right,
And
Not
the other
next
one
year.
too, a bit stronger, just in case he's faking.
all right. Endero, what do you do during this time?
I just go up next to him and stand arms crossed and glaring down at them, trying to be
Okay.
as intimidating as possible.
This one is beginning to regain consciousness, the one on the right that I'm moving. This one is really out cold. You kick him, he's not fully awake yet, but you assume he might be soon.
Is there some chairs or a smaller crate I could sit
There
on?
these 2 small crates could definitely be sat on with ease.
Then just bring one where my token is and just sit on it and wait.
All right.
You could have brought one for me too, I say, and I bring one for myself as well and sit on it.
My apologies. My idea. I will do it next time.
Accepted.
Much nicer than Brackmore.
Yeah.
um, you wait there for about 15 minutes. Nothing really takes place. After 30 minutes, uh, you hear a slight commotion from upstairs. Because you're underground, can everybody roll perception with disadvantage?
Disadvantage?
ใช่ครับ
โอเคครับ disadvantage ใช่ไหมครับ
ใช้ไม่ดีใช่ไหมครับ
oh boy
Oh boy.
Good.
Not much to be
Yeah.
heard aside from uh, just activity. You do hear movement from upstairs, but nothing aside from that.
Any dragging sound? Or
Uh,
footsteps?
footsteps, possibly some foot traffic of some sort, but there's just movement that's coming from not from the building, but on the street outside,
Oh, okay,
uh,
for the street
the
outside.
alleyways.
I'll keep lookout then. I
Yeah, I'll
walk
tell them.
upstairs.
Okay. Lisbeth and Frigis go upstairs, and for the first time, for Lisbeth at least, a sense of respite.
Hmm?
A breather for her
Yeah.
since
Oh,
the commotion.
oh yeah.
While the two are downstairs, one of them regains consciousness, and his hood sort of falls back, and you could see that he is definitely human. But you can see some small streaks at the bottom of his neck. They're sort of like red, like veins, just glaring against his relatively pale skin.
While he was waking up, then I would have had his head like against the wall so I could see it,
Okay.
and I would have done like a medical stretch. That
Mhm.
just like the base drawing for neck, head, and then try to recreate the marking.
Okay. Are you trying to figure out what it is, or are you just trying to write down what it looks like?
If you had 15 minutes, probably have more than enough to do both. Trying to do that.
Okay. Make a
If
medicine roll if you want.
Uh, and Daryl kind of looks over, like on your book, like what you're doing, and tries to read your notes.
uh, as you try to read my notes, I just tilt it a little bit so you can. Just right, not one. I don't know. It's at the beginning of the page is found hideout at, and I wrote the name of the street. Slightly underground with mine hole, then the types of powders with the smears,
Mhm.
and there's something else about the crates. Children! Exclamation mark and underline a couple of times. And now the little picture I'm making. Seems like a rash. Oh,
Yeah,
You
I
have
don't
no
know.
idea what it is. Not
not
even an inkling.
You think maybe he used those drugs?
well.
We'll find
Hopefully
out
he will
soon.
answer us.
Yes. I kind of reach over and I just slap him in the face. Wake up already!
As you do, he
And I can jump up too.
a bit of his saliva just scatters onto the wall right next to him, but he's awake.
Ah, finally. Welcome back to the lands of the living.
He spits out some blood.
What's your name?
Now, why would I tell you?
I just look at Ragnok.
As we're asking nicely so far.
He spits on you.
I slap him
Ah,
again.
he slaps it, and then he makes this awful, like bloodied little smile, and he says, "My kind of gal."
So who do you work for?
You'll never find out. You might as well kill me now.
I
Well, we do have
will.
another one.
Make an intimidation check on that one. Whoever wants, and of course, since there's two of you, it's with advantage.
Not me.
I can do it.
She's the
Yes,
slapping one.
I'm not
She's
proficient,
doing
but
the intimidation.
23, almost a crit.
Nice.
Because he looks to his left and doesn't realize that, yeah, there is another one. And he just goes, what do you need? What are you trying to find out?
Who are you working for?
The thing you've done to my head, it's giving me this intense migraine. And he's trying to divert the topic.
I kind of pull out my saber and just push it against his ribs a little bit and just barely drawing blood. And I'm like, answer my question.
All right.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You will hurt your back. Let's switch places so you can sit on this great. Otherwise, you
Yeah,
can extend in your back.
thank you. No, that's
Be
a good
careful
idea.
while you're young, okay? We switch places.
It's so nice. And then I continue to press the sword against him.
As you're moving, it sort of like jangles a little bit while it's inside.
Okay, now answer me. Who are you working for?
It's. Let me check my notes. It's Maxwell.
Who?
Maxwell.
Max?
Oh.
Who the fuck is
He's
Maxwell?
Maxwell Broadhood. Wanted me to
Broadhood.
check. Just wanted me to check on these crates and why the packages stopped coming.
Right, the packages. I'll have you know that we intercepted your little baggage train on the way out of town, and they're all dead. And yeah, we know your little secret. Writing furiously.
He smiles a little bit like, there's more of us.
Oh,
No
I
way you
know.
could have got all of it.
Oh, I know. I know there's more of you. We found your little hideout here, huh? And I really want to know who is Maxwell Broadhood.
He gives you a brief description of it, saying, Nanikura.
Nanikura.
Ah, okay.
Nani?
He gives you a small description. Ah, he's the one in charge of getting us the money, having these crates go where they're supposed to go. He was worried after the last batch went sour. The powder stopped coming, and we needed to make sure we got the powder alongside the kids.
On site with
Otherwise, we would all get in trouble.
what do you say? On site with the kids?
Alongside.
Alongside, yes.
Alongside. What are you using the kids for?
Damned if I know. We're just made sure that we gotta give it, and we gotta get it to where it needs to go.
What are the drugs for? What do they do?
Gives you a really nice kick. You want to try some?
You really shouldn't. I tried. It doesn't do anything.
Oh,
Not this one. You might have tried others, but
Not
this
this
one's
one.
out of this world.
Oh,
where
thanks for
can we
referring.
find Maxwell Broadhood?
Look, I really don't know. It's he comes to us and he just looks for us, and I'm gonna roll your insight for you.
Oh, okay. It's
I'm
a
not gonna
plus
tell
2.
you what it is. Yeah.
No?
No, he's lying through his teeth. That's a really nice roll.
Hmm. You're lying. I know it. And I kind of, take my boot and I just the heel of the boot I just put in his forehead. I push his head back against the wall. You're lying, and I know it. Tell me the truth right now.
As he has your heel onto his boot, he kind of realizes he's messed up, but he also seems to be somewhat enjoying this experience, like the creep that he is. All right. Why should I tell you? How do I know you're not just gonna kill me anyway? If I tell you
Oh,
where he is and he finds me, I'm a dead man. But I'd much rather die here than have Maxwell find me
okay.
and do what he does best.
I'll make you a deal then. You tell me where I can find Maxwell, and I will kill you right here, and you won't suffer Maxwell's punishment.
How about I tell you where he is after you get me out of here? Then I'll show you on your map where you can find him.
And I look over at Ragnar. What do you think?
I don't know. He seems like a fast one.
He seems eager to talk, that's for sure.
How about
It's
a counter offer? It's the same as the first one. You tell us, and we let you go after. But I'll swear it on my name.
Look, you look like a nice guy,
I
but
am.
if you've been through my neck of the woods, you know that words don't count for anything. So, if you let me go, let me stand, you can have this guy. I'll stand
uh,
up, walk outside, mark it on your map, then I'll be on my merry way.
how about we just wait for your friend to wake up, and I'll ask him. Maybe he will be more amenable to our offers.
You can try. He's as dumb as what's a truck? He's as dumb as a broken wagon. There's no truck in this world. So.
I'll take my chances.
All right, all right, all right. How about this? You untie me. I show you on the map, and then I leave.
I can agree to that.
Me too.
But you lived through the sewers, and I point towards the sewer grate.
Fine by me.
You keep an eye on him while I untie him. All right, Ragnar?
No worries.
I take out a knife and I just cut through the ropes.
That's good rope, miss.
The other one's still asleep. The rope falls. This one immediately bounces up to his feet, clutching his side where the saber is, or where the saber stabbed him a little bit. You got a map?
Yeah. I kind of go to the table over there and just put it down. Now mark it for me.
Over here. He shows you the map of New Crest Hill. On your map of New Crest Hill, it's actually inside. He gives you a rough description of where it is. And luckily enough, Enderil, you've been here before, so it's not completely alien to you. You've been to the Cloud District, and
Oh.
you've been to the household of Lord Gillingham. It's near there. Maxwell Broadhood lives in one of the houses inside the Cloud District. He says that his real name is Alistair.
Alistair. Alistair what?
I'm checking my notes.
Alistair Moody, the teacher for Defense of the Dark Arts.
Alistair is Maxwell's Real name?
Yeah,
Broadwood? What's up, Broadwood?
Broadhood. Yeah,
Alistair Nefteril.
Neftari.
I'll type it down.
What a nefarious sounding name. Do I believe him?
Let me roll for your insight. It's a +2, correct?
Yep.
You're iffy on it.
Surely he doesn't live in the Cloud District. Someone who deals with someone like you.
That's exactly why he does what he does best. He's under your noses the whole time. Rubs elbows with your kind, steals your money. You feel like there's truth to what he's saying, like 70-30. He could be saying 100%, you're not sure, but your gut is 70-30, according to the roll.
All right. You go back to Maxwell, and you tell him we're coming for him. All right. Tell him there is nowhere he can hide. And no, wait. Is that a good idea, Ragnarok?
As he said,
Must be
once he's coming
crazy if
back,
you think I'm gonna go to Maxwell.
yes, as he betrayed him, he will try his luck to run away. That was the promise.
Yeah, that's right. How do we? Okay. Well, shall we let him go? I feel like we should not.
We promised.
Hey, we made a deal, miss.
We did.
All right.
I'm sure now you will live a good life, as you've seen that doing
Sure.
bad work gives you nothing good. Plus, you're known in this world as a rat. So it's both best in your interest as well to live a good life, right?
Why don't you leave that to me and you just do what you do? This guy's
Sure thing.
super arrogant. Like, you know when a teenager knows he's wrong, but still fights for it anyway? He's got that vibe.
I just pat him on the back, so I push him towards the trap door he agreed to live in from, and
He
then
looks
the
down on
other.
it and then just looks at you and he says, "Do you mind?" A table's covering it currently.
Yeah, I one hand the table away, open it. Be my guest.
He jumps down.
So slowly close it so it doesn't draw any noise towards him, as there's monsters under. Get the table back on. Well, let's wait some and try to confirm his information by trying to do the same with his friend, shall we?
Yes, I have an idea though.
Yes.
We spoke long enough for with that assassin that I am very certain I can imitate both his speech and his mannerisms. If I disguise myself
Impressive.
as him, I can try to trick this guy when he wakes up. I'll need
Well,
to be alone for it though.
call me if need be.
Okay. You guys head
Will-
upstairs. I'm gonna untie him and prop him up against the wall and kind of wait for him to wake up on one of the
Is
crates.
this corner a proper wall?
Not thick enough to hide through. Like, you could, but with it's not a guarantee. Like, if you're on the other side, a person might even hear you breathing, sort of situation.
Okay.
Just wait upstairs. I'll call if he tries something.
Like the upstairs, it's like stairs, and then the upstairs floor.
Yeah,
I'll just use that as a as a sit as a
okay,
sitting position. Like my
sure,
feet are dangling down.
sure.
So if need be, I
Because
can just like
it's
give an
tall enough.
impulsion and fall.
It's tall enough that you can even just sit on the staircase without going up on the second floor, on the
Oh,
main
okay.
floor. So
Okay.
it's got
Yeah,
like a
I'll
couple.
be in the middle.
Okay. Do you open the
Since
trapdoor above you, or do you just stay there?
I will just to ladies. Are you all right upstairs?
How's downstairs? How's the interrogation going?
Pretty well. Now we're just going to confirm with the second assassin. So Please stay on the lookout. We have everything handled.
Where's the first one?
We let him go. You
Oh.
made a promise. It's fine.
You let him go? Oh,
Is
Yes.
that a
where?
great idea?
I didn't
Yes, we
notice.
I trust your senses. Then
Thank you. Close it back.
Wait, did
Uh,
he say where did you let him go?
no.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn to Fridge just like, I, wait, he didn't mean like let him go like slit throat, right?
I I I don't get Bragma vibes from him, so maybe he don't.
Okay,
Bragma maybe will, but I don't get that vibe from him, you know.
all right.
but
Well,
he's not here getting bad mouthed.
well, just keep an ear out. If Enderil screams anything, I'm going down.
I'll just lay on the floor and cast Ray of Frost up in the ceiling, kind of like make the air more cool.
All right.
It's hot in here.
Lisbeth and Enderil, Lisbeth and Frigis enjoy a casual moment upstairs as they begin to question what had happened to Brakmar or who this guy is and how they are so unlike each other. And you're casting Ray of Frost and it bursts off into the ceiling, slowly falling down as small snowflakes.
I haven't seen a snow in a long time. Have you seen a snow before, Lisbeth?
Uh, well, when I go up the mountains, but not always in our town.
Yeah.
It doesn't get
I
cool enough.
enjoy this little moment then because I have never seen a snow in 100 years.
Oh wow. Do you migrate?
I well the area I used to live aren't a snow heavy place, you know?
Uh,
Yeah.
well,
It's not a very snowy place, so
it's
uh
really nice. So thank you.
yeah, no worries. It's kind of hot in here anyway. I hope the downstairs are doing fine, and I low key hope that the icy atmosphere carries on towards downstairs as well. Let's hope that. I don't know how the conditioning in how the ventilation in here works, but oh well.
Yeah,
It definitely makes it a little bit cooler, for sure.
but we don't hear anything weird in the meantime, right? Outside.
None so far. You
Okay.
do see the occasional guy passing by going outside. Uh, Actually, both of you make a perception or insight, whichever you would prefer.
As after I close the trap door, we don't know how long the guy is gonna take to wake up. So
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna stop being that as upright as I was. I'm gonna slump against the wall and try to catch a rest.
Okay.
25 for
12.
insight.
You notice some of the people that are walking by. They're sort of walking more hurriedly, and you hear from one of these people, almost as if lip reading. They, you hear them, not hear, but you gather the information saying something's going on at East End.
Some is N.
East End, yeah.
Okay. So I guess we hear that before or after.
During probably like as
Okay,
Bridget
okay.
casting Ray of Frost, you notice a couple of strangers. They're walking, and you hear like something's going on at East End, and they
Okay.
just sort of hurried move on.
What is on the east? Is it the Citadel?
No, the Citadel's slap bang in the middle.
All
There's
right.
two entrances: the west and the east.
The
The east
west
is where you came
is
from, and the west is where Golden Goblet is.
okay. All right. I'll keep that in mind.
I'm too busy casting Ray of Frost.
While casting Ray of Frost, Enderil, you are down in the basement, and you see that he's slowly gaining consciousness.
I cast disguise self.
You
And I
immediately.
kind of take him by his chin like this, and move his head, and
Mhm.
just, hey, wake up! You've been out for too long. Come on.
What happened?
Some do-gooders came and thought they could ruin our whole operation here. You took a serious blow, but I managed to fend them off by myself. Are
You
you
did?
okay? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I'm okay. I felt my body freeze up and just felt cold. And I remember this this guy just put I think it was a sword through my face, and I just I don't remember anything. How'd you deal with it?
Oh, it was difficult for sure. I suffered many wounds, but you know me. I'm all right.
Yeah. All right. So do we go? What's the plan?
I think we
Where did they go?
they're dead. I stashed them in the corner around the place.
He stands
We
up
do.
and tries to go towards the
We should
corner.
we should we should continue what we're doing here.
I think both are humans, and it's pitch black. So
That's true. Hmm.
Right. Well, what do we do next? The crates were empty. The powder's here. There are four people dead. I just where do we do? What do we do? Where do we go?
Well, we should let Maxwell know for sure.
Maxwell, are you crazy? Go back to him empty-handed?
Well, I think you should go. You know where it is, right?
He grabs you. He tries to grab your face. He says, "Are you sure you're okay?"
Well, maybe we shouldn't let Maxwell know about this, huh?
You definitely shouldn't. Not if you want to keep that head of yours on. If not, if you
Maybe
want
we
to
should
lose your neck, basically.
maybe we should head to one of our other hideouts.
Hmm, we could, but uh, I think if we go down these sewers, we could still make our way. It's open now, right?
Yeah,
He
yeah,
look.
yeah.
He
We
goes
can
towards.
easily open.
Chip, chip, chip. You got this open?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm strong.
He would normally doubt you, but with the frazzlement of the environment, it looks like he's just going along with it. Says if we go through here, we could probably end up in uh in the 1 second in the arboretum.
Arboretum, yeah. That's a good choice. Remind
Yes,
me, what what do we have in the Arboretum right now?
you must have really gotten hit bad, but the, it's where we get the plants that we ground down.
Yeah, of course. Forgive me, man. That's where we get the plans, of course.
maybe maybe we could find um maybe oh no, I don't remember. I haven't been there for a while. Maybe what's his face? Maybe Turok is still there. Uh, he was out there. He said he's been looking, so maybe he could show us where we're to go, where to find them. What happened to these? We gotta find those crates, man. If I don't know what we're gonna do if we just lose everything. Maxwell's gonna
Yeah,
have our heads.
I know. But Maxwell he has his own problems to deal with right now. You know,
What do you mean?
with the priest and everything.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Uh,
What
you
do
know
you
what?
think of him?
I've never seen Maxwell that shook before, but it looks like we got to get this done. Otherwise, the priest's gonna lay down the law or something.
Yeah,
Things are gonna change here, man. After this, we got to get out.
I mean, it all turned to shit once he started meddling in our business, right?
I mean, I guess you could say that. Things looked good for a while, but I never thought you for one of these people who cared. And he starts rolling for insight. Make a deception check.
Deception. Wait, I can. Hold on. Let me look at my feet.
Oh,
I have advantage on deception.
wait! I rolled a natural 20.
Oh shit! I have to roll a
Fuck.
natural 20 too. I did not. I rolled a 13.
Oh boy.
He grabs his short sword and steps towards you. Who are you? Wait, he has to make an attack roll against you.
I start jumping.
Your AC is
15.
he misses. He tries
I
to stab you in
jump
the face.
back
You're able to move back.
and I cast heat metal on his sword, on his short sword.
He had 1 HP after falling asleep, so he just his eyes roll back onto his head and just drops
Takes
back
8
down.
damage.
I think he's dead at this point, to be honest. It's
A burnt
magic.
hand.
So he can't be non-lethal on magic. He's bleeding out. You can see he's passed out. He's gonna start throwing death saves.
What
I'm
happened?
not gonna save him. He saw through my disguise and I
Oh
just
my
let it drop.
gosh! He, as soon as you thought you were relaxed, he woke up and he takes a shot at you in the face with his crossbow.
What the fuck?
It's a natural 20 on his death save, so he's still alive. And because it's unexpected, it's a
Mm,
advantage on the crossbow attack.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
But it
guy.
misses. It misses. You can see
Oh.
just as he pulls it up, you just tilt your head sideways.
Whew. And what do we do now? I just look
I,
at Ragnarok.
I jump on him,
Mm-hmm.
trying to get his both his hands pinned down.
Grapple.
No, friend.
Make it
My
like
rest, my wait. Gonna read them.
this guy. I love this
So
guy.
I didn't finish my short rest, right?
No, no, not
So
quite.
I still have my 22 strength.
22 strength?
22 strength?
Oh
Don't
man,
worry,
so
it balances out. You
13
try to grab
athletics.
him. He sort of just kicks Enderal in the feet so that he propels himself upward a little bit. So you sort of miss his hands, and he's really trying to get away, but he's prone.
God damn it!
Come on. You're not going anywhere. Might as well be civil about it.
He goes towards the bars and he tries to open it up while he's down on the ground.
I get my saber out.
I just get the pommel and in the back of the head.
Lethal, non-lethal.
Non-lethal.
He's passed out.
Okay, well, that was unexpected, but we did get some new information out of him, and I say while I start tying him up again. We should go and tell the others.
Yes. What are we gonna do about it? He has a lot of info, and he knows that we know. So should we get him to the authorities?
We can't do anything. I don't trust the priest.
But is
I,
that if the research I've had on the city, the city's departments are divided between 5 people.
yeah?
Surely the judge is not in line with the priest, right?
No, but the priests seem to control the guards at this point.
Hmm, that's true.
Yeah, so we can't trust anyone right now. If we can get to the judge and have like a face-to-face conversation with him, then maybe. But right now we are the law.
That's part of my job. So if anything,
Okay.
don't rely on me and run away.
If anything, don't rely on you and run away.
For the law enforcement part,
Uh-huh.
my job is to keep it upright, but I don't work in the open. So don't expect me to
I I
flash some kind
I
of
see.
badge and get away with it.
Yeah, yeah, I understand. Well, we can still question him. Um, but now we know at least about the Arboretum. They have a hideout there, and someone called Turok should show
Roll for
them
history
something.
real quick, Enderal.
I
Okay.
have him in my Brackmar notes.
15.
Turok was the guy chasing after you from Taruga.
Turok of the
Rock of the
Sand.
Sand.
Ah, Turok. I knew he would come back to haunt me.
Do you know him?
F- Anyways, no, he's been trying to. He's been sent by someone to try to kill me. But that's not neither here nor there. Let's go up and talk to the others.
All right. I just get the guy by the scruff. Like he get part of his attire and the rope, so I have a good grip. Just pull him up.
Give it. Yeah, right. Good, good.
Yeah, please
Uh,
go first. I won't get him totally upstairs. I will stay with him with the in the stairs. So if
yeah.
anything, anyone, no one outside will be able to see him.
Okay, sure. That's a good idea. So I let everyone in on what had transpired downstairs. That we learned about their hideout in the Arboretum, and that Maxwell exists. We didn't get any confirmation on his place, but probably in the Cloud District.
Maxwell is
And
the guy who hired us, right? Who hired us before, right?
The name is
mm,
very familiar to you, Frigis, and you are correct.
Yeah,
higher.
he's the guy who hired us before when we traveled to the sewers the first time.
Oh, the guy who met us under the Silver Spoon.
Yeah,
Right. Okay. All
I
right.
think
It's
the
all coming
Goliath has.
together.
I think the Goliath is either working for the Grim Company as well or dead at this point.
We should try to find him. I hope
Yeah,
he's not dead.
he's not he's not running his business very often though.
So maybe we
Mm,
can run back.
he let me go he let me in to the silver system as well, so I think
So
that
you
checks out.
so you saw him recently.
Yeah, I saw him recently.
Okay. Okay.
Last
Okay.
night. Last night
Okay.
as I left my note in the goblet, I
Okay.
moved to the alleyway and make my way to the spoon. I met him. He let me he let me in the silver system, and that's the last time I saw him.
Okay. So we need to question him then.
Mhm. I
We should.
don't think
Try.
he will answer that easily. So, but
Oh.
seeing you and Ragnar deal with the interrogation, I think everything will be just fine.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
As I finished writing down, they got employed by a Max before.
I I inform Andriel about we hear some people talking about something happening in the East End,
East End.
but nothing more than that.
How long ago?
A few hours, I suppose.
Okay.
Actually, an hour
An
exactly.
hour
Yeah,
ago.
an hour ago.
By the way, Frigis and Enderroll, Frigis and
Lisbeth.
Lisbeth, you can short rest if you'd like. I don't know if it's useful to you.
Okay, I don't think I used anything, so it's alright.
Allow me to take a short rest. Then. I have a long rest since last night.
But you long rested in the bathtub.
I did. It took
Yeah,
Yeah.
4 hours though.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't click long rest. It's alright though.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have way more time than them during the split
Yeah.
because
Yeah, it's
since you
alright.
take half as long to take a rest, it stacks up after
That's true.
for the time. Since it was on multiple occasions.
It's alright.
Um.
I can't go to the trance properly because I'm too stressed.
All right.
But maybe we should check out what's going on at the East Gate. Bridges, can you just fly over there and scout it out for us?
Yeah, I just
How far is it away
I,
from here?
It's on foot. It's usually about from you're at the west end currently. It would be about an hour. But if you go past the Citadel flying, it would take you maybe 15, 30 minutes, assuming nothing goes wrong. No wind,
uh,
no rain, no lightning, no
No.
arrows out of nowhere.
I'll my familiar is still a bat. Uh, sure, why not? I'll send my bat there.
I think you can only go 1,000 feet flying on your
Oh
familiar.
yeah, a mile, right?
Mhm.
Alright, screw it. I'm going up.
All
Yeah,
right.
be careful.
Let's not be too hasty. What will we do with this man? I pat him.
Oh, we could kill him.
He could give information to other people.
What do you
As I
mean?
say, it could be good or bad. He could get caught by the men of the priest and then tell him about us. And I don't want that because I'm not compromised yet.
Right.
But
Yeah. So we could
if
kill
he
him.
could, well,
Or we could just throw him in the sewers and let
does
the
he seem well fed?
More. Yeah, he doesn't look like he's starving or anything.
No, so let's hope for the best. I'm an optimist, you know. Everything will be alright. We will liberate the people, get rid of the tyranny that is trying to be installed by this corrupt man. And this man, once everything's over, will be okay with. I will just put him downstairs. Nobody will come here again. And once it's over, we'll just take him back and use him
Use him for what?
to speak. Once we made
As a witness.
yes, and just
Okay.
leave him be tied up here for the time being.
Okay. Sure. Sure. I'm afraid he will try to escape though, if no one's watching him.
Well, I'm sure she won't succeed. Start patting him for any weapons. Tools.
As you do, you find a vial of poison into his pocket, his short sword that's currently coated with the poison, and also a quiver of. It's not a quiver if it's bolts. A sack of
Okay.
5 bolts, also tipped with poison.
Can I get them one by one since I'm just like my head's just poking out of the floor? Just
Mhm,
put them on the ground for them.
mhm.
Okay. One. Feel free
Uh,
to take them. Can't really coat a radiant blade with poison anyway.
Ragnak, you know that the poison that he used is potent. It's not effective to you, but it's potent on everyone else. So you, whoever touches it, has to be careful.
Yeah. You know what? When you want to apply this poison to a blade, just ask me. I'll do it for you. All right? And I put it in my inner pocket,
Okay. Cool. Thanks.
and then the rest is on the ground if you want to take it. Any money or writings on him? Like
No
a
money, no
journal.
rights.
Makes sense. Well, I'll be right back. I go down, and I will make it hard for him. I'm gonna stuff the top of him in a big barrel. Get 2 small barrels on each of his feet, and then take another big one to just put him in a Kinder egg.
All right.
While you're doing that, I'm ritually casting Skywrite again.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm writing Free the Merchant, the true hero of the people. And it will stay there for 1 hour.
Okay.
That's some good.
Uh,
That's some good
as
good shit.
as a confirmation, do you want me to go check out the east area?
I Ragnar said we shouldn't be so hasty, but yeah, I think so.
Okay then.
Okay. Just be careful, okay? Be very inconspicuous.
Okay.
Yeah,
There'll
a
be
pigeon
I
or a crow is perfect. Like no one suspects pigeons or crows.
yeah, I'll be a pigeon then.
Yeah.
Oof.
We really need something to keep us in contact.
Yeah.
Too late now. I
Campaign,
fly
they all had
flying.
message sending. This campaign, nobody.
Hmm.
It's okay. further down the line, we'll get Rory's telepathic link.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Uh, Eventually, Fridge just flies off above and goes towards the east end. It takes you about 15 minutes to get there. Thankfully, nothing eventful takes place. But you could see that the east end is a little bit different than the west. The west has a lot of inns, a lot of places. The east has like uh it's almost like a theater. There's lots of rows that are tapered down like a college classroom, and there's this big stage in the middle. Enderal's seen this once or twice before, uh, and she mentioned wanting to perform here, but that was like 4 months ago in real life.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I
In here,
remember. I
uh,
remember.
it seems that there are a lot of civilians causing a ruckus, almost like a riot. You could see that all the guards that are here are being thrown tomatoes. Some guys have pans that are bashing their heads. The guards are definitely struggling not to do anything. They don't have arms. They have their shields. They're sort of pushing them down like riot shields. And from here, you hear the sound of women and men and even children getting alongside, screaming, "Where's Gillingham? Give us back Gillingham!"
Good.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like that, and it looks like at least 150 to 250 people are involved in this mess currently.
Hmm. I land close by and pecking worms on the floor.
It's pretty crazy. That riot, the Thailand. Should I be saying that? I'm not
Oh.
gonna. God, I'm dead now. If I
Yeah.
disappear,
oh no.
ขอโทษนะครับครับพี่
ผมเปล่า
All right,
Oh, you guys.
this is what you seen. Do you do anything else? You have 45
uh,
minutes left in your polymorph, I think.
I I I pick another worm and I seen the situation and I fly back.
Okay. You fly back 30 minutes this time, twice
Mhm.
as long as you try to pierce through. Doesn't look like there's a big commotion so far. You do see some guards patrolling the streets. You're assuming they're still looking for you, and you arrive back into the shack on the west end for
Sure.
30, 45 minutes after.
This makes the polymorph. I can't believe worms can be quite delicious.
What?
Oh, nothing. Oh yeah, there's a commotion. I think it's people are rallying. They're like, where's Lord Gillingham? And
Oh,
free Lord Gillingham or something like that.
perfect.
I,
My
I don't know
propaganda is
that's your
working.
doing or not, but
It is probably my doing, yes. I've been doing propaganda all day.
so you're a politician now.
Well, yeah, of course, kinda.
Yeah, sure thing.
I mean, as an aristocrat, you're not far off.
All right, good.
uh,
We should
but
join them
yeah,
somehow. But now I've used so many spell slots.
yeah, me
The
too.
time is now also leaning towards the afternoon. You arrived here almost noon. The time
Mm.
is now about 4 or 5 p.m.
I haven't sleep since last night properly. It's been
Uh, yeah,
it's
we
not
sh
every day that you've been hunted down by the authorities, so I'm pretty stressed and I almost died in the sewers alone. So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
we could take a rest, I guess, and continue our. Well, if we rest a little bit now, we can try to sneak into the keep and free Tucker at night, if
Hmm.
everyone's up for that.
Also, what do you think of the room? I made it cooler, but now it's getting hotter because I haven't been casting Real Frost at all.
Oh, I like the heat. But if
Okay,
you want it cold, that's fine. That's fine.
okay, I start sleeping.
Yeah. So, according to what you saw, Fridges, how dire was the situation? Was it just like
um,
riot police and just huge protests, or were there
Yeah,
actually fighting?
huge protests, like hundreds of people. They're
Yeah,
throwing tomatoes, and
yeah, okay, okay.
someone has their cooking utensils smashing against the guards. Yeah, it's
Good, good.
but
I'm gonna let them keep it that up for a while.
but they aren't yet to throw hands, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good, good, good. I don't want anyone to get hurt yet.
Yeah,
But maybe
the only
tomorrow.
ones the only ones gonna get hurt are the priests.
Yeah, I hope so. But yeah, if we're all exhausted, we can probably rest right now. What do you think, Lisbeth?
He's
Good,
already ready.
good. She's agreeing
She's
with me.
gone.
Yeah, sorry.
No, no
Um,
worries.
wait, what was the question again?
Shall we take
Should
a
we
rest
rest?
now and
Ah,
try to free Tucker at night?
well, as I said
Or should
before,
we?
nighttime seems to be a lot better, even though they might have a bit more guards inside. But once we're outside, there's less people seeing.
Yeah, exactly. And
I don't
it's
really
either that
mind about
or
resting because we've not really done anything today. But
I
uh,
spent a lot of spells.
yeah,
My apologies,
Also,
but do you have a way to get inside the the higher city?
Oh, the Cloud District?
Yes.
Oh,
You know that where it is?
yeah, that's true.
didn't we want to infiltrate the citadel to free Tucker
We want
first?
to do all the things, really. I want to join the protests, I want to free Tucker, and I want to go and just kill Maxwell or just take him prisoner at the very least.
I
Kill
want
Make
Max.
him
to get rid of the priest.
Yeah, that's our end game here. But I don't
I
know.
was about to ask, do you think those guys know the sewer system pretty well? Maybe you could intimidate him, like be scary and ask him information about the sewer system so that maybe we can take the sewer system and not be seen by the crowd and get to
Good
the
idea.
citadel via the sewer system,
That's a
and
very
woof,
good idea.
we don't need to disguise sail or waste our energy. We
Yeah,
can save the energy, but we have to be careful of the monsters still. But yeah, it's a
that's true.
choice.
And there's also the Arboretum. We could visit that and see what we can get out of that. Their hideout there. We need to question this lone assassin still, though.
Yeah.
Well,
Can you try and be
hey,
his friend again? It seems to work well. No, it doesn't work. Oh, so that explains the commotion.
Yeah, he saw
well,
through my disguise.
he will take some time to wake up again, and I frankly would like a bit of a rest. However, it's not dire for me. If you want, I can take a look at what's happening in the protests.
Oh yeah, yeah, because you can walk around.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good
And
idea.
probably come back as he will have some more. You will either have finished or he will be waking up with the prisoner and try to see from there,
I
maybe.
like this idea. And if you can, try to, you know, encourage them not to resort to violence. Like that's not necessary yet. I want them to be violent later. I
I
mean,
don't want people to get hurt.
Yeah, I don't
good,
think
good.
it's good for him to get the attention of people.
Yeah, that's true. But your job is your job. I don't know exactly, but you mentioned it earlier, and you know best what to do.
Yes. Well, I'll
Yep.
be off. See you within the next 2 hours.
All right, good. Be safe. Be careful.
I will. I
So
work five
side
minutes
note,
and then I will go into a bar.
as a side note, about
Almost
the
a lot of it actually.
yeah.
Huh?
There's a lot of places to drink in the West End. Like
It just for one beer to get a boost.
yeah, there's one as you're exiting the Ratway. There's
Mhm.
immediately one stall that just sells grog. It's not a It's not an inn. It's not a tavern. It's just a stall with like a barrel and a faucet. Yeah, a tap, and he's just selling grog.
One, please, sir.
All right. He says 3 silver.
No worries. Put them. Do
As you drink it, it doesn't taste like much of anything. It's like weak iced tea even, but it's alcoholic.
I get a little boost from that.
Total of
16.
not bad.
Yes, quite good. And go on my way.
All right.
No held on pommels or anything. Just I'm a man walking towards commotion.
All right. You slowly move your way past the rat way into the marketplace. You on your way you do see the silver spoon and you find a Goliath from the windows in there. But you continue on and travel towards it's a long time. It would take you about an hour to get there on foot.
Yeah.
All right.
If there's a bakery that smells good, I will go by then too.
There's one on the market district, yes. It's called the Panda Bakes,
Mm-hmm.
and it's owned by what looks to be an Oriental looking. Is it racist to say Oriental now, by the way? I'm Oriental, it's fine. There's an Oriental looking woman up there.
What's an Oriental anyway?
Like someone from the Orient, so just Asian basically. There's an
Yeah.
Oriental looking woman there with buns off onto her head, wearing a rather different looking clothing, similar to the ones who performed during the end of Junrar, and they sell what looks to be like dim sum, and you can buy two for 2 silver.
Dim
Miss,
sum?
I have a little party going this afternoon. Do you have anything that is also maybe a pizza, some kind of uh, meat cake too?
We do not have a pizza, but we um we make lots. It looks like she's not very used to speaking even the common tongue. We
Mhm.
make lots of, and then she points towards the dim sum in front of her. Can make many.
Sorry, just take 2 bags of a bit of everything. Just
Oh, okay. She gets like a total of uh 10 total bags of dim sum because there's 5 variants, one with mung bean, one with foitong, I don't know, there's other stuff inside there. There's one with pork, with beef, che. So she charges you a total of just 1 gold. A little bit expensive for food, but it's a delicacy.
yes.
Does it
Thank
come
you.
with a sauce?
No sauce.
Oh, no sauce. Alright.
I just munch on one as I go. Both.
Right. You go towards there. Eventually, after 45 minutes, you do arrive at the end. The rest of the party resting by the at the shack in the ratways, and you go towards this, and you see this crowd of people going crazy. They try to be non-violent, but they are sort of heckling the guards as they're on their duty. And every patroller that they have to call in more people just to keep them at bay. More and more people from the East End are trying to enter the Citadel, and that's why the riot is going on. Because you can imagine on the right side, as you enter the city, there's like a bunch of pews that they can sit on, and then the theater, and behind the theater is the entrance towards the Citadel, and that's where they're all trying to get in. And the guards are they're doing crowd control, telling them no, they can't go in, and more people are just pushing through. Some are definitely not into it, but are enjoying the commotion. You could see some old men, well, not old, but like 35, 45-year-old men, um, with children on their shoulders, sort of just drinking beer, watching the commotion break down. It's a source
It's like me, 37 on the side with buns.
pretty pretty much.
I nod to him, like hey.
And you watch this go down. It doesn't look like the guards are doing anything. You do see their faces are a little bit uh, concerned or disconcerted. stressed out, basically. You can see them having to use some force in pushing some of these people down, but it doesn't look like it's something they are happy doing. Some of the guards definitely don't care, but there are some who show concern. And it goes on for a while, but it doesn't look like it's escalating or deflating at any point in time.
I don't. I will just try to be. I'm trying to look like like the father that just came here. We'll stay
Okay.
30 minutes. Take notes that all of the guards have the same uniforms. So if
Yes.
there's some squadrons commanded by a certain people, we won't know
Mm,
that there's no violence, and I
mm,
will turn back around and get the missus some food.
okay. All right. You're traveling back down after discovering what seems to be a upset of the people over the missing Lord Gillingham, which seems to be someone who was for the people, and the rest of the party rest in the shack inside the Ratway. Going back, you look for some food for the lady, and eventually
Oh,
you do.
I have the bags already. That's
Oh,
why.
yeah, that's right. That's right. You had a lot. You do take the food back to the lady, and you see your new compatriots. Some of them are still resting. Some of them might eat. Um, we have to figure out if are they going to be seeking out where Tucker is, traveling towards the Arboretum, figure out where Maxwell Broadhood is, join the uproar of people upset over the missing Lord Gillingham. Who is Sprat? All these questions have yet an answer, and we'll find out more next time during our next session. Thank you for playing tonight, guys.
Yep. Thank
GG.
you.
Yeah.
Thank
Well,
you.
I had
Thank you.
fun. Sorry,
Woo!
dragged on quite a while, but GG.
Yeah. Can't
Yeah.
believe
Nice
I'm
game.
still alive.